Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And it takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Well, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Here we go, Shaq.
This is Langford on first and 10. And he's got it to about the 40.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 8. Here's McCarthy. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. You look at this Steeler defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
The Vikings send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Shoves him aside near the 35. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
First down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Pittsburgh.
Back to throw. Campbell. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
18 Cardinal, 18, trap 50, trap 50.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. He's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 75. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Vikings, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. The Vikings at 0-13 here on the year. They come in needing just to do something to stop this skid here before the season ends.
And let's face it, everyone now, they're looking to the leaders, both in the locker room and the coaching staff and, of course, ownership, because they've got to get a clear understanding about how everyone feels. Because to me, you've got to focus on everyone in the locker room right now. That's what you're playing for. The future, it'll take care of itself.
To the air with McCarthy. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
18, Pioneer.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. T.J. Watt. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now McCarthy. They go screenplay to Langford. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 9 yards on the second down screenplay.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against them. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for them on third down.
Throwing is McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run here with Langford. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. With his 10th rushing touchdown on the year, his 14th overall. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one. that splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. Over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Okay, ready?
That's another Steelers first
Let's go now.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. From the 21, here's the 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Campbell. Over the middle, complete to Addison. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jordan Addison hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Look at the Steeler defense. Now they come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground. My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Langford up the middle. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Back to throw now on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and do this himself. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18 Pioneer. Go.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Cougar 19. Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Campbell throwing to start the drive. A short one there in front of you. And they get him down, but now the third takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Steelers.
Off the play fake. Campbell. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
From just shy of midfield, here's a second down and 4.
Let's go now.
They give to Johnson going right. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Steelers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 6. And the Steelers
will give up the middle to Johnson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 41 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries.
We both know it's difficult, but they made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they moved the ball with relative ease.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here are the the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll run with Langford to begin the drive. They'll get it across the 45. It'll be second down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Off the bootleg, here's McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Jefferson has his first catch. He also has a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check that. Ready, set, hey, Cougar 19. Hut, hut.
Langford gets it running left. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On the set. Here we go. 60.
They keep it on the ground with Langford. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
At the 19-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Cowboy, go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Addison hauls it in. They'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
60, let's go now. Ready.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And some room to work. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready, ready. Let's go.
Johnson running right. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really good game right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards that time.
Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
9-yard loss.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. McCarthy operating from the gun. And this one's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's McCarthy. They'll get this into the hands of Price. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this 1st half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Steelers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football. You're going to cost your team chances.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
1st and 10 at the
now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That one caught downfield by Watson. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Give him 32 on the play.
Steelers first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Back to throw. Campbell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Christian Watson as the 1st half is winding down. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
His kick is
extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Vikings 13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
1-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensive. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Open man, that's the tight end fire move. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sly able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Ready? Check out.
To the air with McCarthy. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. McCarthy is set to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw McCarthy. And the Steelers pressure too much here. He's going down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now McCarthy. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
On 4th down, McCarthy. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is caught by Addison. And they'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
First down. It's a gain of 32.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Come on.
2nd and 4. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Here we go.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Campbell now going to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Sly able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. Now 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
Y'all can't talk about basic. We got a more Power Ranger. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous.
Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. Spins past him. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is McCarthy. And this will be incomplete. Well, can you believe this? That one probably should have been a pick, too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Just what they need, a lecture made with subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Viking 18. Buffalo 18.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Vikings 13.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the 1st half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he slips up past the 55 before being tackled. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now a first carry here for the running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Langford.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
On play action. Now McCarthy. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
McGinn to Langford up the gun. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 3 from the 9.
Let's go now. Go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Head the street. Head the street.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 and the 4.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Tighten up. Tighten up. 60 Bobcats. 60 Eagles. 60.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And it's caught in the end zone for a Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone.
And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
McCarthy going to look to throw for it.
And he'll get in. They're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So they go with the pass there on the 2-point try, and they able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And bulldozing his way through. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
159 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
And the Steeler first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Top, go.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Okay, great. Let's go now. Ready.
They go to Johnson again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Gravity Lions. Go get him. Let go.
Back to throw. Campbell. Catch made by Watson on the out route.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Christian Watson
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, it's Langford. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
That is caught.
And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big play there for Minnesota. 43 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Pushing through the contact. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 2-yard line.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Tackle made back at the 5-yard line.
Back to throw. McCarthy. And it's caught. Touchdown. Ty Felton, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
166 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Here we go.
Jet sweep. Here's Watson.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Bronco 80.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
From the 33, here's second down and 5.
Up the middle, Johnson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Deputy! Cougar 19! Panther 11! Panther 11! Ready?
Here's Campbell from the gun on third down.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Steelers.
The busy night continues for Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. 14 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Steelers 55, Vikings 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Another carry for the workhorse side, Langford. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 13. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Looks like they're going to keep going till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. And they find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ortiz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
To the air again, McCarthy.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point. And this is going to be recovered by the hand seam. And that should just about put a camper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many